Okay, we're up and trying this again. Welcome to Eileen's Creative Edge. We're going to be trying to do a bokeh technique tonight, which is what I call the spotlight type of technique. It's an older technique, but maybe some of you out there that are coming to my videos haven't seen it. So with that, I am going to show you what we're going to be using tonight. Hold on. Okay, I hope this works. I'm not sure. I've got the new holder and it's such a tight fit. I'm not sure how to make it a little looser for it. But anyway, what I plan to use tonight is going to be some of the in colors. We're going to use the 9 Lives stamp set. We're going to use the Pretty Peacock stamp pad. We're going to use the terracotta tile and the Seaside Spray. Along with that, we're going to use a Whisper White stamp pad. And then we are going to use our stamping sponges, and they are with clothespins attached. I've cut them into 6 pieces in each sponge, so this is the half of a sponge. I've got the terracotta marked, I've got the Seaside Spray, and I've got the Pretty Peacock marked. And the Whisper White, we're going to be using a dauber. We'll also be using our Tombow and Mono liquid glue. I would like to use the, I haven't determined which card base we're going to be using yet. It'll either be the terracotta or the Pretty Peacock, because it just kind of depends on how the card turns out. There will also be a layer of basic black in there. The main part of the card will be done on our shimmery white. All right, let's see, what else did I want to tell you? Oh, and then we're going to be using a piece of scrap acetate that I've punched 3 holes out of with our 3/4 inch punch, the 1 inch punch, and the 1 1/4 inch punch. And as you can see, we'll be using that one. So with that, and then we'll have, I believe, the Memento ink I'm going to be using. I'm going to grab that here yet. And we'll just stamp a saying up there. And so with that, I'll get started, and I'll show you how we do the background. I like to start with usually the lightest color first. In this case, it'll be the Seaside Spray. And we're just going to go, and we're going to make some swirlies with our sponge. We're going to just tap it into the pad, get it saturated as much as we can, and then just start kind of going around in places, just kind of all over the place. Get it good color on there. It doesn't really matter how you do this. If you want to swirl it, you can, but just get some good coverage on it. And then we may come back to it, so I'm going to leave it open for a little bit. Then I'm going to go to the terracotta tile. And you see, again, I'm just going to dab it in here and pick up some ink. And then I'm just going to try to add it in some of the white space that we see on here. And get a little more if I feel like it needs it. And I kind of like to go a little darker, because when I come with the next step after I'm done with this, then it's kind of nice to have some dark so that what I do next will show up. So now we'll finish with the Pretty Peacock on this part of the thing. And I want to get a good bunch of that on here pretty well. And I like how the shimmery cardstock, it shimmers right through these colors, so that's kind of nice too. but I'm trying to get it all kind of blocked up. Oh, and we'll be using our cat punch also. I forgot, I think I didn't mention that. So, and the basic black cardstock on that. I think it looks pretty good, maybe the way it is. So with that, hi Michelle. I'm doing the Boko technique. I don't know if you saw that. I just did random spots of ink. So now I'm thinking it's good enough. So I'm going to shut my inks up so they don't dry out. And I'll go to the next step. And these were the sponges that I had clothespined with so that I could have some handles. And so now I'm taking this acetate, or window sheet with the 3-hole sizes on it. And the reason for that is because we are now going to take the white and I'm going to use my dauber. And I'm going to sit down for this. I've been standing, but I want to make sure I do it good. And you're just going to reach in here with this dauber. And you're just going to start making some circles in different sizes. And you make them white. And see how that looks like a spotlight, kind of. And then you might want to put another one, another size by it. And you might not want to make it as dark. You might want to go a little lighter, maybe. Let them show through. Have a couple different ones. But you want to hold it down like it. Good. And maybe have another one up here, just kind of going off the side of it. And you see how that's becoming more... I'm going to do one off the corner here. And it becomes sort of faded out. As it dries and blends, it'll kind of fade out. And you'll get some different lightness and darkness also. Like, I'm going to make that one a little lighter. Let's see. Let's go over here. I don't know if you're seeing this, and my hand's always in the way, but... I'm going to try to get a little more color on this one. All right, let's see here. Let's put a bigger one over here, overlapping it. If you have time, you know, because it's shimmery paper, sometimes it doesn't dry as fast because it has more of a coating on the top of the paper. So your background could be a little bit wet in places. With that, you might want to let it sit a while before you go and put these white spots on it. But it just depends on what you want for your look at the end. And if, you know, if it sinks in and dries up a little differently. So, put one over here, I think. Just about where I want it to be, I think. Probably a good size one over here. And you're probably wondering, oh, you're covering up all the stuff you did. But like I said, it kind of changes. And then when you put something on it, like we're going to put a sentiment on it and a silhouette of the cat. So it's okay to have some runoff too. Like, I think I'll make one kind of coming off the side here. And maybe another big one up here. I'm just loving this tonight. You know, it's kind of a restful, no-brainer type of thing. You can just kind of move it around and do what you want with it, sort of. I've used it in photography for years to give the muted look, I guess. That's kind of where it comes in from. Well, maybe I do want one over here. I didn't know for sure, but looking kind of lonesome. And then probably one big one down here will overlap a little bit. See if I can get that overlap look. Oops. Good idea to hold on to everything really tightly. I don't know if you can see that I'm up down too far. Give it another good go here. Yeah, I think we'll leave it at that. It's quite a bit. All right, let me just get this put away. Oh, hi Scott, hi Sally. Carol, I don't know if you remember doing this back maybe a couple of years ago already in our classes. But, so now I've got a little piece of black scrap. I want to cut out a cat here and see if I can get it out of this piece. All right. And that was our cat punch again, in case you hadn't seen that one. And then I want you to help me decide which background. Now I have these two colors, the terracotta tile and the pretty peacock. So watch when I put this on here how it draws out more of the green, right? The pretty peacock comes out. And then if I switch it over here, it becomes more of the terracotta. So I'm going to put it with the black. And then which would you prefer? The terracotta or the pretty peacock? Which do you think looks better? In the meantime, I'm going to, okay, I'll show it to you one more time, and then I'm going to stamp a sentiment on it, and then we'll mount it. And I also need to know, do we want to put it like this? The sentiment I'm going to use is True Love Has 4 Paws, and it could be up here, or we could put it down here and just have it up here. Which way would you want it? Landscape or portrait? On the pretty peacock or the terracotta tile? All right. With that, I'm going to go ahead. I just realized I didn't have a ribbon out here, but I think I should have a ribbon on here too. Let's see here. I wonder if I can get a bow made out of this ribbon here. Black silver might be kind of cool. I'm going to try to make a ribbon here while you guys are helping me decide which colors to go with and which way to go with the card. I really would like some help with that. So don't be shy. It takes a while for your answers to come up here. So I'm just kind of, whoops. Maybe I'll get a ribbon made. Or a bow, I mean. In the meantime, I don't know if you saw my posting, but starting next week, all right, we're going to go with the peacock. That's what I was kind of leaning toward too, so thanks for confirming that for me, Carol. I am going to be participating in a worldwide hop of live blogs. So, and we're going to do it with something that's being retired. So, I believe I'm in next Wednesday, but I'll get the exact time for sure. But I think I booked it right before my regular one so that I could do it. Oh, Michelle, really? Terracotta too, huh? Well, you know what? I do have a second one here. We can do one of each. And then you can decide which one you like better. So then I'm going to make 2 bows. Now I need to know landscape or portrait for the way you want the paper to go. The cat to go, whatever. So we'll just make a second bow here. And we'll do 2 tonight. How about that for a deal? Okay, whoops. Just getting wild here. Bet you're glad you weren't my kids and having to put these in your hair, huh? All right. I love having all this stuff right by my desk now. Pretty soon. I only have about 30 days left of daycare. And then we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think I'll put that on there later. just hoping I've got some. Oh, not sure if I've got a glue dot handy, but I'll use some of my other tape if nothing else. Okay, so we have two. We're going to do one of each. So I am going to put some runner on here. Whoa. Okay, not a good move. Getting it everywhere but where it's supposed to be. All right, this is the one I did prior. So I'm going to put that on here. And then I'll put it on the terracotta. And then I'm just going to have to decide which one goes one way and which one goes the other way. Okay, so that we can kind of see which way we like it. I must rock this stuff when I do it. I tend to get streaks. All right, again, I think it's called the Rose Medley now. My mind is going blank. It's available starting today. That's that whole kit of product for $80. If you'd like to order it on my website, you can find it here, and then the hostess code is there unless you want to order $150 or more or have a party yourself, and then you can get hostess benefits. Otherwise I will have a present for you. Okay, so let's see which way we should go with these. I am thinking my kitties. Maybe like that. Well, let's think about that. And then I'm going to try to put this on. I want to stamp this here first to make sure it's good. All right. Going to put some dimensionals, if I can get them out of here. See if these will work. I'll just put a couple on them. I know, pretty quiet. Should have music going in the background, I guess, but this is live. This is how it is. Now, I'll do the other one, and we'll see which one you prefer. One was coming off. I guess I'll just use it. Okay. That one's got a little bit of hair up. Yep, I don't think I have any glue dots in this little bag. All right, let me see what I can do for getting some stuff on my bows here. All right, I think that'll work. I will trim these down once I get them on. I just wanted to be sure I could get them on before I went any further. Okay. Now I'll see if I can trim it down. Oh, no. I don't know if I can retie this now. Guess this is when you want to do your cutting beforehand. I must have had some glue on my scissors. That or it snagged it. Come on. It's always a little tougher when you got an audience, but I think we can do it. Maybe not. I'll just take some more. I want it done before I go off the air. I thought that was my nicer bow too, you know how that always goes, right? Okay, this time I'm going to hold on to the center and I'm just going to cut it first. Live and learn, right? And now don't pull it apart trying to put the glue on. Alrighty. Oh, it's so beautiful. It was worth the wait, wasn't it, guys? Make sure this one's tight enough and not gonna fall off on me when I do it. Oh, good grief. Wants to do the same thing. I know, I'm gonna have to redo it with glue dots. And a sharper scissors next time. Well, after all that to do, get this pushed down here. A little messy, sorry about that, but that's how it goes when you're making stuff. All right, so which do you prefer? The terracotta tile or the peacock, pretty peacock and landscape, or portrait? Same backgrounds basically, just a little different color application. Probably a little darker on this one, a little lighter on this one. So, any preference? All right. Well, again, I'd like to mention that I'll be in that worldwide blog hop, or not blog hop, but Facebook Live coming up starting next week. There'll be 17 demonstrators and 6 days. And after mine, I will have a drawing. Everybody will have a drawing for their own country. So those of you that comment in my during mine next week, we'll give it a few days, and then we'll cut off the comments, and then I'll go in and I'll have a drawing, live drawing of all the names, and I'll be sending out a prize. And whoever wins, I'll message you for your address and stuff so that I can make sure that you'll get it. So they are both kind of cool, aren't they? In their own way. I think I matched them up pretty well with the backgrounds, like with this darker one, I like that. And then this one seems to have quite a bit of that showing. So I appreciate your feedback. And with that, I think I will close tonight. And if there's anything you ever have a question on or want to see, don't hesitate to message me or post it online. Also, I'm up for you guys to share. If you want to ever post one of your creations, if you do this technique, put it in the comments and let me see what yours looks like, okay? And with that, I'll say good night. Thanks for joining me.